All right, for this session, we're going to be looking at previous scan session that has different images in it. It's got a cross-sectional image and a couple of longitudinal images. One of the things that's going to happen here, the software has some artificial intelligence built into it. It will recognize when a cross-sectional image is taken so that there is no auto-processing done with it. It will also recognize when we have what is known as a longitudinal image, where you'll see these rib tops. And you will see on these thumbnail images below that we have lines placed on here to help us with fat depth, muscle depth. For this present session here, the muscle depth is set to be at the bottom of the intercostal muscles, those muscles between the ribs, which is a very common way for either genetics companies or packing plants to measure muscle depth. So a lot of times when they say muscle depth, they're measuring the loin depths, but also the depths of those intercostals or baby back ribs. So economically important traits there. This will automatically happen for every image you do. It will also calculate intramuscular fat or marbling percentage on each set of images. This is what we call a reference image that's displayed on the screen here. And so it takes multiple images automatically. When you push the freeze and the capture button, it will take multiple images. It will interpret all of those images. It will run those results through a post-filtered process. And the image that we see here is actually a reference image, what we call a reference image. And so this will be all automatic, this 2.71 on the first one that was done with this particular pig. On the next pig, it was 2.84. It will average those two, and then it puts the animal results in this animal information field up here marked IMF. So it'll come out at 2.68 if you average these two together. Now I recommend that you take two of these scans on each animal, and if there's a big difference between them, I would recommend that you scan them again and just take out the outlier, because maybe you got some blurred images or something that went into this that need to be taken into account. And there again, we're just switching between these two tabs here, between the images. What we see here is a cross-sectional image. What you see, this oval is the loin-eye area. The intercostal muscles are running below it here between the ribs. And so we can measure manually from this point. How we do this is if we want to do area, we click area. And then that will enable the tracing of this loin. You can left click and trace that loin. Results will be here. On fat depth, we can go from top of skin to top of the loin. That's represented in this image, and it is recorded. So we recorded weight on that animal as well. And that's where the custom animal template comes in. What are you going to collect on this animal? We just collected weight and ID. The rest of it are calculated results, and those are all merged together.